fact, so biblically speaking, the Persians and the Jews have been friends for 3,000 years. So let me just give your audience a quick Bible study here. There was a moment in the Old Testament where the Jews were incredibly disobedient at a level you cannot imagine. There's even references to the Jews burning their children at the stake, sacrificing them to other gods. And at that time, God said, all right, this is unacceptable. And he allowed the Jews to be conquered by a guy named Nebuchadnezzar. Now, Nebuchadnezzar, he went to Israel and he took the very best Jews and he took them to Babylon, which is modern day Iraq. And then when Nebuchadnezzar lost control of the world, the next guy to rise up, the next ruler of the whole world, was a guy named Cyrus. Cyrus took those same Jews to Iran. And so the whole book of Esther doesn't take place in Israel. Now the Jews are in, at the time it was called Elam. It was first called Elam, then it was called Iran, then it was called Persia, then it was called Iran again. He took those same Jews, and then 80 years later, the book of Esther happens. And then if you fast forward to the New Testament, who does God call after Jesus is born to bring the gold, frankincense, and the myrrh? He calls the Zoroastrians. He calls the Persians. He calls the people who are looking at the stars to bring the gifts, to crown Jesus King of Kings, King of the world, King of the universe. So there is this strong biblical relationship. Now, so on October 7th, two of the people that were murdered by Hamas were Persian Jews. Of the 15 million Jews in the world, 500,000 of them are Iranian Jews, Persian Jews. So they make up 4% of all the Jews in the world. And, you know, when you talk to scholars, they'll say, hey, these are the purest Jews. They're all from the time of Esther. I don't know if that's true, but they're a significant part of the Jewish community.